There's a star out there burning brighter than the rest, and it's bringing new life and energy to the true center of the modern home, the kitchen. One star, one luxury appliance leader, thousands of real cooks who can't imagine a kitchen or a meal without the performance and precision of Thermador. Over 50 years ago, Thermador introduced the first built-in wall oven. And from there, the firsts continued. With the first warming drawer, first self-cleaning oven, first sealed electric cooktop, and the first speed cooking oven. Our drive to innovate is not only part of our history, it's what drives us forward. It's what's helped us introduce our newest multi-talented masterpieces, the steam and convection oven and the 48-inch Professional Series ranges. While some appliances stand mainly for status, Thermador challenges the status quo. We never let a brilliant idea go unexplored. Take, for instance, the patented Star Burner. What was traditionally round, we made a star for greater and more even heat distribution. From cooktops to refrigerators to dishwashers, every Thermador appliance must improve flavors and textures, efficiency, and experience. In other words, it must be hotter, cooler, faster, better, or we don't build it. We're obsessed with control and performance. We design real appliances for real cooks. Thermador has spent over half a century warming the kitchen, the center of the modern home. Our relationship with cooks is built on unmatched control and convenience, where creativity reigns and boundaries are broken. Thermador, the true star of the kitchen, invites real cooks to discover appliances with the real innovations they need to pursue their culinary passions. Thermador, real innovations for real cooks.
I'm Denise Teichert, your host for Fine Wine and Design. Creating a kitchen sanctuary with real innovations for real cooks requires foresight and thoughtful collaboration between contractors, homeowners, and designers, especially when it comes to the selection of the appliances. In today's episode, we get to cook with Chef Jan in her very own kitchen and learn why Thermador fit the bill just perfectly. While some, like Jan, find their perfect sanctuary at home, there are those that seek it on the road. And for those that do, here are some of Fine Wine and Design's favorite picks in Northern Arizona.
Fine Wine and Design, Sedona's Bed and Breakfast Guild extraordinary chefs and Arizona winemakers present a staycation by design in the heart of Arizona's most captivating Red Rock. Combining wine tours, cooking school, and a chef's table dining experience with your choice of beautifully appointed bed and breakfast. Our warm and award-winning Sedona Bed and Breakfasts are more than just well-designed lodging nestled amongst Sedona's dramatic landscape. Our promise is to make you feel right at home so you wake up each morning ready for a brand new adventure.
I have to say, when I walked into my room, I nearly cried because it is so beautiful at the bed and breakfast. The antiques are gorgeous, and I looked around and it was such a soothing, beautiful room. The sound of the creek was probably the best part of this morning, waking up and hearing the creek out on the back porch. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I was really excited about that.
Following a hearty breakfast, make sure you save room for more. Enjoy friendly transportation as you tour and taste Arizona's wine country.
What happens in a barrel is wine, the alcohol evaporates out and the water evaporates out. And when that happens, it starts concentrating the wine and it makes it stronger and stronger. Well, as that happens, we're constantly putting wine back in. We can't have any airspace in this barrel. Air hurts wine until the day you open the bottle. Another thing about the barrels is these barrels come from different forests and different countries. Every country tastes different. Every style of barrel tastes different. Every forest tastes different. And then they toast the insides of these barrels. They toast the ribs and they toast the ends of the barrels. But I'll take those and taste them and blend them together. So this is my spice rack. I'm like a chef. It's like making soup.
Page Spring Cellars is a rowan house. It was started in 2003 by my good friend Eric Glomsky. We have about 4.5 acres planted. The site's currently about 45 acres. We're going to plant another 30 acres soon. We grow rowan varietals. We feel that they grow best here. The climate is very similar to that of the Rhone Valley. So we specialize in Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre, and Petite Syrah. We like being a hidden jewel. We love being off the map, if you will. We want people to come here and experience something they're not going to experience anywhere else in the northern Arizona area. You can take a Jeep tour, you can go on the you can go on the train in Clarkdale, but I think this is a really special, unique, personal experience that we offer for people.
Having grown up in New Zealand, where I saw people plant classical grape varieties in really odd places and with quite spectacular results, I figured that it might be possible to do the same thing in Arizona. I looked at some of the conditions of soil and altitude and temperature and so on, and found this spot down in Cochise County, planted a vineyard there 10 years ago, and it turned out to be spectacular.
All of our tours really share the beauty of northern Arizona, Grand Canyon, Monument Valley, all these other areas, but we're really excited about expanding our Sedona tours to the wine tours. Both Page Spring Winery, a lot of other wineries in the areas have really done a great job advertising this area to the rest of the world. And when coming to the Arizona wine country, what better way to enjoy those beautiful red rocks, or I'm standing in front of this beautiful vineyard here, but enjoying it with a great glass of wine. The weather is fantastic all year long, just can't beat it.
My name's Dan Martin. I'm the Vice President Executive Chef of Perfection Special Events and Catering. We're a full-service event planning and catering company in Sedona. We supply a picnic basket for the wine tours going to the different vineyards. Today's basket has a strawberry salad with goat cheese and pecans and a strawberry balsamic vinaigrette. We have 2 sandwiches, a classic French ham sandwich and a turkey sandwich with cranberries and baby greens. We also have some strawberry tarts and truffles. I think the bed and breakfasts are great. I mean, I've been in the area for a long time, and there's a lot of them. They're really professional. They do a great job servicing the guests and the tourists of Sedona, and I really look forward to doing a lot of work with them.
Uncork a bottle of your favorite wine and enjoy an intimate cooking school experience, and unwind from a final day of adventure as you sit at the chef's table in one of Sedona's most sought-after dining establishments.
Where to start? The salmon that I had was so fantastic. I just about rolled out of the restaurant. I ate so much good food there. It was a wonderful dining experience.
The weekend was great. The wineries were fantastic. The food was unbelievable. Everyone was just awesome, and I'm just surprised at Arizona's wine country. I had no idea it was here, and the bed and breakfasts were beautiful. We stayed at the Adobe Grand Villas, and it was just beautiful. It was unbelievable, more than we ever imagined. I could see coming up here for a weekend getaway, or even a honeymoon, or celebrate an anniversary, anything like that.
Perched on the edge of Sedona's beautiful Oak Creek, the Inn on Oak Creek Bed and Breakfast is another favorite among guests from around the globe. This private oasis is located in the Gallery District of Sedona and famous for being minutes away from Sedona's Red Rock, historic Jerome, art galleries, and fabulous shopping. 3-course gourmet breakfasts, celebrity chef cooking classes, creatively themed rooms, AAA 4-diamond accommodations, and majestic views are just some of the amenities you'll find at the Inn on Oak Creek, where gracious hospitality is a way of life. See the wonder and beauty of Sedona your way. Visit finewineanddesign.com and let's get started with your adventure.
Not only were the accommodations wonderful, but so was the food and the wine and the company. If you would like to book your own Northern Arizona getaway, learn how at finewineanddesign.com. Up next, meet Chef Jan and learn why Thermador is her favorite pick for the kitchen.
Take a look into the world of talented designers, wine connoisseurs, and celebrity chefs as they transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Whether it's a kitchen in need of a makeover with appliances by Thermador or a meal that cries out for the perfect wine pairing, let Fine Wine and Design take you to new and exciting destinations. Tune in and taste the good life Wednesday nights at 7:30 on Cox 7 Arizona or right now on channel 2644.
Choosing products for your kitchen or bath is like composing a symphony. That's why Ferguson showrooms have trained professionals who can help you orchestrate your dream. Find a showroom near you at Ferguson.com.
Green Living Magazine brings you the latest in organic cooking, interiors, fashion and beauty, gardening, health and wellness, chef and celebrity interviews, and easy solutions to green up your life. Subscribe and learn more at greenlivingaz.com.
We are in this beautiful kitchen that has incredible charm and sophistication, has an open floor plan that is amazing for entertaining. And Chef Jan, this is your kitchen, this is your creation. Tell us about the kitchen, the design, why you did this design, a little bit about the appliances, or maybe a lot about the appliances because you obviously cook, and why you chose those appliances and what makes them so unique.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'll tell you, when my husband and I bought this home about 10 years ago, it had superficial remodeling done, but the fine points really weren't addressed. And since I am a professional cook, I'm a dietitian, I'm an educator for Thermador, it was important to me to have the quality of appliances in my personal life that I tout in my professional life. In addition to that, both families live here. We do a lot of entertaining, and I wanted to have a nice open floor plan because you know everybody ends up in the kitchen.
Everybody.
And so this way, with the open kitchen, it allowed everyone to gather around when we're cooking, which we often cook during a party, and share with our friends. And so it was just a natural for us.
Yes, and I noticed that too. When you walk in, it is one major room. And I know you're gonna make some amazing meals for us today, some dishes that I'm so excited to taste and experience and see how you made them and share the recipes with all of us. But let's talk about what you're cooking on.
I have the pleasure of cooking on a Thermador 5-burner, 36-inch cooktop with a power burner in the center. But at the same time, this cooktop has a feature on 2 burners that allows me to even have a china plate.
I was just gonna say, is this
that
for decor?
I can keep the food warm on without breaking the plate.
Without it breaking, amazing.
That is a unique advantage to Thermador. And then look at the ventilation in here. Since this was a retrofit, this is a recirc hood, meaning that I didn't have to cut through or alter the structure of the ceiling. So I could adapt the hood to the structure of the house. I also like the glass because it doesn't create a barrier between the working part of the kitchen and the observation area.
And it's very clean.
It is clean. It's
very
a nice
clean looking
look. And yet traditional enough to go with the rest of the things in the house. And then when you look behind me, you'll see a bank of ovens. And that is by design. We have here a double masterpiece oven which is one of the 2 types of ovens that Thermador manufactures. We make a professional style with big beefy handles, and then we have a more refined style such as this one that has the control panel in front and the sculptured masterpiece handles. But the jewel of the kitchen is our brand new steam and convection
I was waiting
oven.
for that.
This oven, which I will be happy to share with all of our viewers, is the answer to a cook's dream. It steams, it does convection, it does combination, it reheats, defrosts, slow cooks.
Wow.
There is very little that this gem will not
Except
perform.
the only thing it doesn't do is make popcorn, right?
It doesn't make popcorn.
But that's okay, because
Yeah, it is. We do that.
we don't have to do it. Yeah, Jiffy Pop.
That's right. That's right. Right.
On the center burner.
Exactly, exactly. So we were able to keep the initial footprint of the kitchen as it existed, love the granite and
I
all
do
the
too.
colors and so forth, and yet integrate these fabulous tailor-made appliances that really accommodate the way my husband and I like to cook and our entertaining styles, because truly we use all of our appliances.
Right. Now, Jan, I know that you're an educator for Thermador.
Yes.
However, we were talking earlier, and you had mentioned that whether you were or not, you still would have chosen Thermador, a Thermador product. And
Yes.
I would like for you to share that story.
This is a great story. My grandmother worked for Utah Power and Light in the early 1900s, teaching women how to convert from wood-burning stoves to newfangled electric stoves and ovens. My grandmother was the first one in our family to have Thermador.
Isn't that
In the 1950s.
That's
My
crazy.
mother had it, and so of course I was raised cooking on Thermador, and it then has just been a natural progression and good fortune on my part to become an employee of Thermador, and I have worked for them for years.
Right.
I am actually, I wear the banner of Mrs. Thermador with great pleasure, and it's a natural fit for me.
Yes, it is. I agree with you. I thought that story was amazing. I mean, what are the odds, right?
I know. Isn't
So
that
you are
amazing?
exactly where you're supposed to be.
I think so.
This is an amazingly beautiful kitchen, Jan, and I know you and your husband put a lot of effort into the looks of this kitchen, and you have prepared for us an amazing meal as well.
I love to share these things. Here we go. We're going to do, first of all, a very quick beef sauté, steak Diane. It's a classic.
A very quick.
What better to do on a Thermador classic?
Perfect.
And a sautéed steak, and then we're going to do a flaming broiled casseri cheese for an appetizer.
Oh, wow.
A French potato salad with fresh green beans and potatoes
Okay.
in the steam and convection oven, and finish off with a speedy angel food dessert.
It all sounds so great. Actually, while we're talking, and I'm hoping that you can't hear me because my stomach is actually starting to roll a little bit. But did you know what caught my attention?
No.
Speedy, 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 speedy.
Beautiful.
I'm a quick and easy girl, so I like that
Oh,
kind
you're
of
gonna
stuff.
love this menu.
Okay, great. Well, we look forward to it. When we come back, we're going to take Chef Jan's kitchen on a test drive and see not only how this kitchen looks, but how it cooks.
Take a look into the world of talented designers, wine connoisseurs, and celebrity chefs as they transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Whether it's a kitchen in need of a makeover with appliances by Thermador or a meal that cries out for the perfect wine pairing, let Fine Wine and Design take you to new and exciting destinations. Tune in and taste the good life Wednesday nights at 7:30 on Cox 7 Arizona, or right now on Channel 2644.
Choosing products for your kitchen or bath is like composing a symphony. That's why Ferguson showrooms have trained professionals who can help you orchestrate your dream. Find a showroom near you at Ferguson.com.
Green Living Magazine brings you the latest in organic cooking, interiors, fashion and beauty, gardening, health and wellness, chef and celebrity interviews, and easy solutions to green up your life. Subscribe and learn more at greenlivingaz.com.
Good looks are only one objective when making upgrades and transformations to any space. But when designed well, your kitchen should cook well too. And we're in the kitchen again with Chef Jan, and she has prepared a meal for us today that is incredible. And if you could take us through what you've prepared, how you prepared it, that would be fabulous.
Wonderful, I'd be pleased to. I prepared steak Diane, which is a quick saute of beef tenderloin that is finished with a little lemon and chive garnish. Next, I prepared French potato salad to accompany the steak. This is a favorite of mine because A, it's very flexible, but it also is so simple to prepare. I use the Thermador steam and convection oven, and I use the combination mode of both steam and convection. And you see here our appetizer. This is flaming Kasseri cheese, a Greek dish flambéed with Metaxa brandy, and it was prepared using the Masterpiece oven broiler. We broiled the cheese until it became unctuous and soft and brown, and then flambéed it, and we'll serve it atop pieces of bread. We're going to finish off with an angel food cake that we're going to garnish with whipped cream and berries.
Yes. What did you say earlier? You said we eat with our eyes.
We do.
And
First eat with our eyes.
Right, and that's exactly what we do with design. We use our visual senses first, and you said it so eloquently that I thought that's right. We do eat with our eyes, and then comes the sense of smell, which I've got going on right now with this.
Yes.
Jan, what is I'm so sorry, but this was a little an interesting term. What is this cheese called again?
This is Kasseri cheese. K-A-S-S-E-R-I.
Okay.
It's a Greek cheese. When we find it in Greece, it's typically made of sheep's milk. But here in America, and this is domestic Kasseri, it is made of cow's milk.
Okay.
And it's a very firm cheese. It has fat content, but it doesn't soften quite like jack cheese or one of the really soft cheeses. So we broil it, and even after we broiled it, it still maintains its integrity. The protein part of the cheese still stays pretty identifiable. And so what we'll do is take off a piece of the cheese and dip the bread down into this beautiful sauce that's left, and maybe finish it with just a little squeeze of lemon. And there is something that the French call an amuse-bouche.
Oh, that
delicious.
An amuse-bouche. That's an interesting term too.
Yes.
So, speaking of the French, can you pass the French
oui.
potato salad, please?
My
Looking
pleasure.
forward to seeing that finished as I was watching you prepare this.
Yes.
And I think it's interesting that this is a potato salad that has absolutely no mayonnaise in it.
Yes, that makes it really very versatile. You know, everybody loves to be outdoors at almost any time of year here, and so this is a great take-along potato salad. Packs well, keeps well.
Right, and we talked about, especially with our beautiful weather in Arizona and having picnics or tailgating at the spring training games, this is a perfect dish to bring on a trip.
Right, and I was sharing with Denise that if someone doesn't care to eat bacon, this is divine with some capers and smoked salmon.
Right, I love the smoked salmon idea.
So delicious.
Although the bacon tip too, I have to bring this up because it's always a problem when you have well, Easter's around the corner, right?
Yes.
And so you have a lot of family and friends in town, and you need to prepare bacon for a crowd.
Yes.
And I thought it was interesting how you prepared that bacon.
Oh, yes,
share
in
that
the oven.
tip. Yeah, share that tip.
If you have to cook, say, a pound of bacon at once, rather than do multiple pans full on top of the cooktop, put it on a jelly roll pan atop a cake rack.
Yes.
Bake it at 350 for about 20 minutes. The bacon is perfectly flat, all the grease drains away, it browns evenly.
Yes.
You know how sometimes you have to turn and
Oh, you have to turn it. Some like it crispy and
It's
some
so
like it
easy.
Yes.
So it's a great
tip.
tip.
That was a very good tip. I love that. And I also love the fact that all of the grease drained.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not all of it, but
Making
a lot
bacon
of it.
healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy bacon, healthy potato salad. And speaking of healthy, or maybe, no, actually this is healthy. That's right. You made this healthy as well. We've got a cake in the oven. And I'm going to let you, I know that it's not quite ready to come out yet, so tell us what we have to look forward to.
Well, what I did was use an angel food cake mix, a can of crushed pineapple, and a little bit of vanilla just for good flavor. Whip it all together, put it into the shallow pan of the Thermador steam and convection oven. This oven does such a magnificent job of baking as well.
That's what I was just going to say.
But with the steam, you get increased volume. It's fabulous. So that will come out. We're going to serve it with whipped cream and, of course, strawberries for springtime.
And speaking of tips, when you were making your whipped cream, you brought the cream out. Obviously, it was cool. But the container that you were making it in, the jar, and the utensil were also in the fridge. And you said that it was important that everything is cold when you're whipping up the cream. Instead of putting it into, say, just a room temperature container.
It makes such a difference. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than trying to whip cream and not have it whipped.
So
we need to get everything super cold so we really get that butter fat.
Yeah, and I watched you, and it did, of course, well, you know what you're doing too, but the peaks, and it just is beautiful. So we're excited to see that.
We'll see that when we taste.
Absolutely. So how close are we?
Oh, let's see. I would say we are about 5 minutes.
Okay, great. I have been in this kitchen a good deal of time today talking about it being Chef Jan's kitchen, but it's actually Chef Jan and Bill's kitchen, her better half. And Bill gets to choose, or is asked to choose, or maybe he's made to choose, all of the wines to pair with the fabulous dishes that Jan makes. And we're talking a little bit about what he chose to go with everything that she has made for us today and why. So tell us what you have.
I chose for the aperitif an unoaked Chardonnay, which is done by Toad Hollow. It's actually aged in stainless steel vats instead of oak. And a lot of people are preferring this today. For people that like a little bit sweeter wine, it's the Cupcake, and it's called Angel Food. 2010 has actually won a gold award.
Yes.
For the entree, I picked the Joel Gott Cabernet. This is a 2009. It was released in May 2011. And Joel is a winemaker who's fifth generation winemaking up in the Napa region. His grandfather was the president of Inglenook back in the 60s, and so when they made great wines. This is a good wine to go with the filet mignon. He also makes another great wine, which is kind of our table wine. It's called Relative, and it's a blend of Cabernet and Syrah and Zinfandel.
Oh, that's interesting.
All of these come from the region of Napa, the Lake Counties, and Sonoma and Mendocino. So he selects the wine, the grapes in the wine to blend in the wine here that are the best. This is also a blend of Cabernets from 4 different regions.
And this one you were, this one you've opened.
Yes, I've opened that one.
So this one has already been tested.
Yes.
And what did you pair this one with?
This is with a filet mignon.
Okay.
And these were both with the appetizer. And this could actually be enjoyed very probably with the angel food and strawberries. Right.
So is
it's
it
a little sweeter.
A very light wine, I take it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is. And the enjoyment's very
Absolutely,
easy.
absolutely. Well, you have a beautiful home to entertain in and to serve up these fabulous wines and the food, and I think we get to indulge a little bit, so I'm looking forward to that.
Enjoy.
Absolutely. To learn more today about Thermador appliances and the amazing recipes that Chef Jan made for us today, visit us at finewineanddesign.com.